let me just say this about the quarterback situation. The system is working. A few years ago, when we had the new CBA, we decided to reduce the rookie pool, take away those big rookie contracts. Enough. Let's take a look at Sam Bradford on a parallel path with a guy named Brock Osweiler. First off, Sam was the last big rookie deal, and we saw all those other deals before Sam, extraordinary amounts of money, and so many times a mistake. Okay, in the first 4 years, Sam Bradford made $51 million. And remember, he was drafted with just college information coming out of Oklahoma. Brock Osweiler, a guy who's a victim, or I'd say the recipient of the new CBA, in his first 4 years made $3.5 million. Can you imagine that? $3.5 million. He didn't know anything about Brock either, but he comes into the league, and in those first 4 years, which are just expiring, he has 7 starts. And in those 7 starts, he throws for 175 completions on 275 throws, 61.8% completion, and he's 5-2. Now it's time to make a decision on him. Let's go back to Sam Bradford. $51 million in his pocket, hurt a few times, not a distinguishing career at that point. And now over the next 3 years, because there's really a starvation here for quarterbacks, he's going to make $45 million more. So at the end of 7 years, Sam Bradford will have made $96 million. Back to Osweiler, coming off $3.5 million for 4 years. Nice audition, a little training session behind Peyton Manning, and now it's reported that he's going to get $45 million over 3. What will that take him to over his first 7 years? $48.5 million, literally half of what Sam Bradford got. Now I'll say this: Osweiler's not signed yet, and I don't care if this deal goes to $50 million for 7 years, which is what for the next 3 years. To make it a 7-year deal. The reality is, at this point, it looks like Osweiler is going to average $7 million per season for a 7-year career, while our friend Sam Bradford, $12.7 million. So it's immaterial to me if Osweiler can push his new contract with the Broncos or maybe the Texans or maybe the Rams, someone else, into another range, but it's never going to $10 million. It's just not going to $10 million for a 7-year average. The system works. And free agency is now a piece of this equation. And I think it's still going to prove that the way we're paying these quarterbacks right now is the appropriate way. Now, over in Washington, they got a tag on a player. Apparently, he doesn't even want to negotiate at this point. We'll find out if that's really true. But paying him $20 million for 1 season and then being stuck in this situation next year, and eventually having to get to it, sooner or later some club's going to cut ties with the player and say, we can't afford to take any more risk. Of course, Cousins has more time on the field, and maybe they feel comfortable doing this, but at this point, I love the parallel path of Bradford and his $96 million versus Osweiler and his $45 to $48 million. I'll take my chances that the new system's going to give me an opportunity to pay the right quarterbacks at the right time. This is Pat Cohen for the Real Football Network, just telling you, the new system works.